Alright, here we are back for book number 7 in the mini Books in Minutes by Roxy Phillips. This one is called Family Excursion, and it is made with CD sleeves for pockets, and there's pull-outs. Now I've already done some prep work for this. You start with 2 CD sleeves, and I folded the envelope top in, and then you're going to cut 4 sheets of 5 by 5 inch square scrapbook paper, and I already have inked the edges using the Faded Jeans Distress Ink by Ranger. So now I'm going to use my tape gun and run tape along the edge of one of the CD covers. And then I'm going to stick down my paper that I have cut out. And I'm going to repeat on the opposite side. Alright, so there's one of the covers. Now, they used grommets on here to kind of make like a bag holder. So the next thing I'm going to do is put the grommets on, and that's going to go on this side. Let me find a pencil. Now you're going to want to go 1.5 inches up and 1/2 inch over. Oops. So right there. And then the same 1.5 inches down and 1/2 inch over. And I'm going to use my Crop-A-Dile to set these. So now I've got excuse me, my grommets set, and I'm going to go with my Distress ink again and just get what white edges you can see, just to give it a little more ink to blend them in. Alright, now I've already finished one of the pull-outs, and it's reminiscent of the last book where it's kind of an accordion fold. So you need to cut, let me find the dimensions here, 4 4-inch by 12-inch pieces of cardstock. Obviously 2 of them are for one and 2 are for the other. And then you score them at 4 inches each, which I have already done. So fold those in, and they say to cut off the last panel, which you wouldn't have to. You could always have an extra page on there, but I'm going to use this little bit of blue paper for my cover, so I am going to cut that off. And then I'm going to glue down one of the pages on top of the other to piece these 2 together. And again, using the tape gun. Alright, so there is one of them, and again, going to ink the edges to get rid of that white cut line. Now I used the Tim Holtz Sizzix die for tags to make my little tab here, my file tab. And I am going to use my Glossy Accents to glue this down. And let me make sure I get the measurements right. I went 1/2 inch up. Okay. Now I'm just going to put a little line along the edges here because I want to be able to add a little paper in there where that little window is for what I am going to eventually be putting in this album, dates or whatever. So just like that, squeeze it down. The sample, the binding that they used were tags, 4 3/4 by 2 3/8 tags. So I took 2 tags that I had, and I didn't want the manila color on this paper because this was white lined. So I took my tags and I painted them with gesso and dried them, and then I inked the edges in the blue. You take your 2 tags and you score them at 1.5 inches in, and this is going to create the binding. So let's see, this one goes on the front cover. Actually, we're going to do the back cover first, sorry. And I am going to tape that, and now I'm going to want to center this. I'm going to eyeball it right there. Now I'm going to stick my tape on the rest here. I'm going to line up my books, and I'm going to fold that over. And now I'm going to repeat with this tag. Lining it right up with that one and over, and then wrap it around, and there you go, you've got your binding. So now I just need to decorate the front here. And then to finish it off, I'm going to take some ribbon, find my scissors, and so here we have our little bag album with the little pullouts. And you could also scrap in the inside or save it for extra photos. Alright, so there's one. there we go. Here is mini album number 7. And I will probably put photos there. I'll have finished photos of the album on my blog. So until next time, thanks.